Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Daily Shakespeare. My name is Michael. This is still audition week, and we are taking a look at the histories for Throwback Thursday. And the history we're looking at specifically is Henry VI, Part 3. The three parts of Henry VI are all of the ways that the English nobility plotted against the son of Henry V and eventually cost him his kingdom and the Kingdom of France that was won in Henry V. The final speech of Henry V alludes to this occurring. One of the other things that we get is this is the first appearance of the villain and star of Richard III, Richard, Duke of Gloucester. The speech we're going to be taking a look at is the beginning hints of Gloucester's plan. Up until now, he's kind of a smarmy, cheeky character throughout the plays, but this is where we really start to see his plan. There's a lot of debate about whether or not these parts of this play came before or after Richard III. I think that it coming after makes a lot of sense, especially with this scene. It seems a little shoehorned in to leave a tertiary character alone on stage, and to give him this much sort of Machiavellian speech. But let's go ahead and take a look. I, Edward, will use women honorably. Would he were wasted marrow, bones, and all, that from his loins no hopeful branch may spring, to cross me from the golden time I look for. And yet, between my soul's desire and me, the lusty Edward's title buried, is Clarence, Henry, and his son, young Edward, and all the unlooked-for issue of their bodies, to take their rooms ere I can place myself. A cold premeditation for my purpose, like one that stands upon a promontory and spies a far-off shore where he would treat, wishing his foot were equal with his eye, and chides the sea that sunders him from thence, saying he'll lade it dry and have his way. So do I wish the crown, being far off, and so I chide the means that keep me from it. And so I say I'll cut the causes off, flattering me with impossibilities. My eyes too quick, my heart o'ertweens too much, unless my hand and strength could equal them. Will say there is no kingdom for Richard. What other pleasure can the world afford? I'll make my heaven in a lady's lap, and deck my body in gay ornaments, and witch sweet ladies with my words and looks. A miserable thought, and more likely than to accomplish 20 golden crowns. Why love forswore me in my mother's womb, and for I should not deal in her soft laws, she did corrupt frail nature with some bribe, to shrink mine arm up like a withered shrub, to make an envious mountain on my back, where sits deformity to mock my body, to shape my legs of unequal size, to disproportion me in every part like to a chaos, or an unlicked bear whelp, carries no impression like the dam. And am I then a man to be beloved? O monstrous fault to harbour such a thought! Then, since this earth affords no joy to me, but to command, to check, to o'erbear such as are better person than myself, I'll make my heaven to dream upon the crowns, and whiles I live, to account this world but hell, until my misshaped trunk that bears this head be round impaled with a glorious crown. and yet I know not how to get the crown, for many lives stand between me and home. And I, like one lost in a thorny wood that rends the thorns, and is rent with the thorns, seeking a way and straying from the way, not knowing how to find the open air, but toiling desperately to find it out, torment myself to catch the English crown. And from that torment I will free myself, or hew my way out with the bloody axe. I can smile, and murder whiles I smile, and cry content to that which grieves my heart, and wet my cheeks with artificial tears, and frame my face to all occasions. I'll drown more sailors than the mermaid shall. I'll slay more gazers than the Bacchus. I'll play the orator as well as Nestor, deceive more slyly than Ulysses could, and like a Sinon take another Troy. I can add colors to the chameleon, change shapes with Proteus for advantages, and set the murderous Machiavel to school. Can I do this and cannot get a crown? Tut. We're farther off. I'll pluck it down. So this is sort of a much longer version than his opening speech from Richard III. I think that this is much better. It gives more of a ramp up and a building speed, and it is a very overlooked speech, which is something that we look for in auditions. But once again, much like the Marcus speech, I think that this one is too long, as you can probably tell by the length of the video. Speaking of which, that about wraps it up. You know the drill. Comment below about what you would like to see, what you enjoy about the show, what you don't enjoy. I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe, that way I will show up every single day, as there is a new video every single day. So until tomorrow, cheers.